Hey, this is your boy John Lee, and welcome to episode number 11. Farewell, SoCal. So it's my final day in SoCal. I grabbed some amazing ramen for breakfast at Hiro Nori Ramen. I soaked in some sun by the pool at my hotel, Atrium Hotel. I got to sample a wide variety of good eats for lunch at this Irvine food court called Trade. I met up with my good college friend Unger for dinner for some amazing oysters and fresh seafood at Shuck in SoCal. Let's go. I heard about this new local craft homemade ramen spot called Hironoki. You know me, I'm a ramen fiend, so I decided to check it out. Not all that surprised that in the parking lot, of course, I spotted McLaren. Oh, you know, it's just a luxury supercar that goes for north of 200K. Anyways, I got there, I went with a tonkatsu ramen. In addition, I decided to top it with black garlic oil. The ramen, broth, and especially the black garlic oil were exceptional. But what really stood out, that onsen tamago, or soft cooked egg, it was truly a delight. I slurped down the rest of my soup, drove back to my hotel, and I slept in a little bit more. So of course, not surprisingly, the weather in SoCal was absolutely gorgeous. So while in Irvine, I was staying at the beautiful Atrium Hotel by the airport. I definitely needed some R&R by the pool. I totally just relaxed, soaked in some rays, caught up on some RSS feeds, caught up on some podcasts, and more or less just vegetated until lunch. For lunch, I had a date with an old friend of mine. She told me about this Amazeballs new food court by me. There's this brand new food court with a bunch of boutique eateries called Trade Food Hall. And man, it was like a kid in a candy store. There were so many specialty food places. I got a soft spot for fried chicken, particularly Korean fried chicken. So first I stopped at Two Birds and I ordered a bago chicken. The boneless fried chicken was absolutely amazing. Perfect and crunchy on the outside, moist and tender on the inside. The real star of the show was their super flavorful dipping sauces. The food came with tiger sauce, fry sauce, and creamy herb. Personally, my favorite was their tiger sauce. It reminded me of like a buffalo aioli. Next, after that, I was on to this place called Portside. So I went there in particular to try their bacon, mac, and chowder. Yep, you heard me. I was like, man, this is like that cronut where they mash two amazing things together. Am I right? So being from Boston, I love me a good chowder. And me, I love my cheese as well, especially mac and cheese. So of course I thought this was gonna be amazing. So the bacon provided these smoky flavors and a really nice crunch to every bite. So at first glance, you'd think it's like some pasta macaroni on top, but you really do get a good combination of the two, the chowder and the mac and cheese. It's like this perfect symbiotic relationship, like the yin and the yang. Absolutely delightful. And last but not least, I swung by Pigpen Delicacy for some scrumptious buffalo tater tots. So they're pretty much as expected. The tots were perfectly crunchy on the outside and drizzled on top, some slightly above average buffalo sauce and cheese. And after lunch, I headed back to my hotel to nap. For dinner, I met up with Unger. It's like hunger without the H. He's a good college friend of mine. Of course, we're in the OC, so he picked me up in a sporty Porsche.
This isn't exactly family friendly there, buddy.
I know.
He made a good call and he took me to this snazzy upscale center called SoCal, short for South Coast Collection. The place looked pretty sweet. It's got amazing boutiques and cool lounge areas. He recommended this oyster bar called Shuck, and we had really great conversation. In terms of food, we ordered a bunch of raw and fried oysters. In terms of main dishes, he went with the shrimp sliders. I went with the uni pasta. It's essentially squid ink for blanc and scallion. The meal was fantastic. Eating all that seafood made me start to miss Boston, but I do love my squid ink pasta. Again, as great as the food was, and it was great, the company was exceptionally better. I really enjoyed catching up with a great old friend of mine. And that unfortunately was the end of my SoCal trip. Special shout out to
Vala Morgulis.
and Unger for showing me around. If the John Lee can vlog, so can you.
California.